Okay, we're going to play close to one hole. So how to play close to one hole is you want to get out pages 57 and you're going to play 5 rounds with your partner and you're going to draw cards and you're going to follow the directions of the name of the game, and you want to get close to. So when you play the game, you deal out 5 cards, and each page uses the same cards to get the sum as close as possible. Work with your partner to find the sum that is closest to 1. Just like the others, close to game were played, your score is different between your sums and 1. Your sum can be over or under 1. So is what you have to do is you just have to say, and you don't have to use all 5 cards. You can use up to 5 cards to get closest to one hole. So you'll use the same 5 cards, and you and your partner will decide, and then you put yours on your line and they put theirs on and see who's the closest. So you need to subtract off of one hole how many more or less you had so you get a score. So play the 5 rounds, please, of that. And then I would like you to you could do pages 59, 60, and 61. But then let's talk about if we were subtracting. I want us to do a couple subtracting ones. So now that we know that addition and subtraction are almost the same, do you think our strategies are exactly the same for subtracting? It is. So if I have this problem, how would I set it up? Well, let's go back to what we already know. It says line them up. So I'm going to line up my decimals. And I'm subtracting. Now remember what I told you, that it was so important later to put a 0 in that missing spot if you have nothing in that spot, because there's nothing there. It's a 0. But it's going to make a difference when you're subtracting, because if I have nothing in the hundredths spot, I have to go borrow from the tenths spot and make this a tenths. So now I have 6, 0. Line that decimal up, I drop the decimal, 1. So it's pretty much just the same as before. What I would like you to do now is I would like you to get the decimal cards out like we've been using, or I have some dice, roll 2 of them, or pick 2 cards, and I want you to subtract those. I would like you to do about 10 minutes of this. This activity will take you 2 days to get all this done. So don't think about getting it done in one day. I really want you to get firm on knowing you're adding and subtracting decimals. So practice makes things much better. If I look at this, once again, I have to line up my decimals. Once again, why is it important to put a 0 in that spot? Well, if I have nothing there, I got to borrow from the tenths. Drop down my decimal, line them up, and I come up with 2.64 hundredths. So then I would like you to work on pages 63 and 64. When you think, and 65. When you think you're ready, then you'll move on after you get all that done and you're sure you understand decimals. The equivalence of a decimal and adding and subtracting decimals, come to me and I will give you the assessment.